Welcome to Crossville Profiles, a venture about the people, pride, and progress of the Cumberland Plateau.
Welcome to Crossville Profiles. I'm Beth Davis with the Cumberland County Mayor's Office, and today on our show we have Corey Clark and Emma Jordan from the Cumberland County Playhouse, and we're going to talk about AlwaysPatsyCline. So let's get started by talking about the dates of the show. Let our viewers know what are the dates of this show.
Absolutely. PatsyCline has been running for a few weeks now, and it runs through September 2nd.
September 2nd.
Yeah, so various dates throughout the week.
Yeah, okay. And let's just get started by saying, what is it? What is AlwaysPatsyCline?
Okay, so AlwaysPatsyCline can be seen typically as a review show where it is Patsy Cline just singing her classics.
Okay.
This is kind of a different spin on it. It's told through the eyes of Louise. Louise was a longtime fan of Patsy Cline and eventually became her friend. So she is looking back on the time that she spent with her and her interactions and communication, and it's so more of like a memory piece.
So it's based off true events.
Yes.
And people, correct? And how did that affect your approach to the show?
Absolutely. So I am one of the understudies. I am Patty Payne's understudy, so the role of Louise. Heather McCall is understudying Kelly Cash, the role of Patsy.
Okay.
So it was very cool because I got to watch Patty and Kelly's approach to these characters and to these real life people.
Mm-hmm.
So because Patty had done the show previously, I was able to just kind of take what she did and apply my own spin on it, plus do some kind of research on who Louise was as an actual person.
Oh,
so, yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then, so when I think of Patsy Cline, I think about all the fabulous hits and the songs. What hits are we going to hear of Patsy Cline?
There's Crazy, obviously.
Good.
There's Blue Moon of Kentucky. There's other things like I Fall to Pieces, Faded Love.
Walking After Midnight.
Walking After
Oh, I love
Midnight,
that song.
yeah, and several others. There's actually upwards of 25 songs in the show. So yeah,
wow.
we cover all the bases. If you're a Patsy fan, you're going to find something that you like.
So 25 songs. I mean, like you were saying, like before it's like a review, but almost you're going to get to hear almost all of the greatest hits anyway. So
Yes,
absolutely.
It's basically her entire discography,
yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Okay. Well, great. All right. So it's not just the two ladies in the cast. Tell us about the rest of the cast.
So on stage, there are two main cast members, which are Patty Payne playing Louise, and then Kelly Cash playing the role of Patsy Cline. Those are the only two people you will see really talking on stage.
Okay.
However, the band is on stage as well, and so in a way, they're kind of a character of their own because of the interaction that they do with Patty and Kelly. And I'll let Corey speak on that a little more.
Well, yeah, because I'm a member of the band. I play acoustic guitar,
Okay.
and so we're involved directly with a lot of the action and stuff. We're referenced several times, and we interact with the actors. But it really is just the two. It's just Kelly and Patty up there.
So yeah, I had heard that the band was like on stage, and I wondered if how that changed, the whole dynamic of everything. So, I mean, I think I'm used to like the pit, with the so
Right,
how does that change things? Because you're almost a part of the cast.
Well, yeah, because we do directly interact with them, and at points, like at one point, I dance with Patty, who plays Louise. She invites me up to dance, and we have several lines that we say and like influence the action and stuff, and it makes you feel like you're a part of the show. The band is always a part of the show, regardless of where they are. But since you're on stage directly, like you get your cues directly from them, as opposed to just from Ron, who's the only person who can see them, and you're more involved, and it's really nice.
And for the audience, I feel like too, when you can see the band actually playing, it feels more like you're at a Patsy Cline concert.
Sure.
Like you are seeing Patsy's band.
With her band.
Yes, playing behind her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I have some more questions to ask about the cast, but we're going to have to take a short break, and we'll be right back with Crossville Profiles.
Welcome to the Crossville Cumberland County Tourism Channel. If you would like to see your business, organization, or event on this channel, please call 931-484-4546.
Welcome back to Crossville Profiles. We've been speaking with Corey and Emma from the Cumberland County Playhouse, and we've been talking about AlwaysPatsyCline. It is on the stage now, running through September, the first weekend of September, so still time to get your tickets. But we were talking about the cast earlier and how the two ladies have played these two main characters for, that's been several years, right?
I think this is their third or fourth time.
Okay,
Yeah.
I knew I'd seen that before, so it's just a different take on it. But what is it like to revisit the show, like, with them?
Okay, it's been really fun because Heather and I, the understudy for Kelly,
Yeah.
we went into this process knowing that we were going to have an understudy performance, meaning that one show Kelly and Patty were unable to attend, so we were going to have to take the stage.
Interesting.
Yes, I know. And at first, I was personally a little worried. I was like, "Oh my gosh, so many people are expecting to see Kelly and Patty up there. What are they going to do?" And like Heather and I walk out there, and it was really fun to watch them do it because they've done it so many times.
Yeah.
And so I got to take, I feel like, the highlight reel of what they do. Heather and I got to go, okay, this really works. We know, like, they know the show so well.
Yeah.
And then just kind of add our own spin on it. So
Right.
in a way, we could
Right.
not have a new approach to it because we had never done the show before.
Right, they're very comfortable. It's very clear that they like have, I don't know, this is their wheelhouse.
Yeah,
basically.
and the audiences love them, and we were so thrilled because the audience when Heather and I went on last week were so supportive of us too.
Good. And so that kind of breathes new life to the story, like
Yeah,
you were able to put your own spin on
absolutely, yes.
which is great.
Yes.
Because you I see the same, like Always Patsy Cline. I've probably seen it twice, but this will be a new spin to it. So
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Same story, different spin kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But, well, what was, Patsy Cline, country icon for years and years. So what was the most difficult thing that it was to
Sure.
bring her life onto stage?
I think that, so me being the person who understudied Louise the friend, it was kind of finding that line of like, okay, she was a real person, so and Louise is kind of painted as more of a caricature in the show, so trying to find like the actual, like, as opposed to just full of the jokes, find a little bit of humanity that's there as well. And with Heather playing, the Patsy Cline, Heather has this incredible voice that, like, I'm sure if you've been to CCP, you've heard her before.
I have, yeah.
But she really added her own spin, but a little bit of that Patsy flair underneath, like, that makes her voice sound unique. So Heather was able to put her in it and also put like a really beautiful timbre on her take on Patsy as well. So yeah.
That's interesting. I
Yeah.
can't wait to see that.
Yeah.
So, lots of great songs. You're both in it, so this is a question for both of you. What's your favorite song or your favorite part of the show?
For me personally, it's Blue Moon. It's actually a Blue Moon of Kentucky. It's the only song that I knew going into the show. Well, I knew Crazy, but I was more familiar with this one, and I like the part that I get to play on it on the guitar. It's very fun for me, and I like listening to it. And it's a nice upbeat, up-tempo song in the second act. So I really like it a lot.
Okay.
I'm gonna echo that. I love Blue Moon of Kentucky. I also love in Act 1. There's Come On In, and it's a little bit of audience participation,
Yeah.
so that's always fun. And the audience really, I feel like at that point, every audience has been on board the second that the show starts. But the ones who are maybe a little more hesitant, by the end of that song, they're in.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah,
So that kind of gets it going
invites,
for you.
yeah, it's inviting them into the Patsy and Louise world,
Right.
essentially.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So before we get out of here, though, let's talk about how our audience can get tickets. I know there's a lot of different ways, so tell our audience how they can do that.
There are two major ways. One is to call the box office directly, and that phone number is 931-484-5000. Or if you prefer to get tickets online and look at the map yourself, you can go to ccplayhouse.com.
Okay. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for being with me today.
Thank you.
I would also like to thank the staff and students of Gateway Productions, and thank you for watching Crossville Profiles.